Hi students, welcome back to all 4 e-learning chemistry classes. Today I am going to start session 20. In the previous session, I have introduced to you the concept of oxidation state and the rules to calculate oxidation state of atoms present in different compounds. And at the end of the previous session, we have discussed about the identification of peroxy bond and how to identify the peroxy bond in a given compound. 2 examples we have discussed, and in this session also I am going to discuss 2 more examples, and then I will go for the next calculation of oxidation states. Now, write down along with me. This is an oxide of chromium. Chromium belongs to 6th B group in the long form of periodic table according to CAS. So, its maximum oxidation state should be +6 only. Let me calculate as per the normal rules what we have learned. X 5 oxygen. Suppose if you assume this as normal oxygen, so the oxidation state you will get as +10, more than its group number, not possible. So, immediately we can came to a conclusion that this compound may contains a peroxy bond. Now, let me separate 2 oxygens for one peroxy bond here like this. Now, let me do the calculation again. X for 3 normal oxygens, if I say it is -6. For both of these 2 peroxy oxygens, -1. So, X equal to +8 this time I got. Now, still it is more than its group number, So, you can came to another conclusion that it contains one more peroxy bond also. So, let me calculate 2 more, let me separate 2 more oxygens for one more peroxy bond, and only one oxygen is normal oxygen left, and like this I am going to write 2 peroxy bonds. Now, do the calculation. Normal oxygen, peroxide oxygens. So, X equal to +6. So, finally, you can say that the given chromium peroxide contains 2 peroxy bonds, not one peroxy bond, it contains 2 peroxy bonds. Let me give the structure of this compound also, students. So, please concentrate here. Out of 5 chromiums, out of 5 oxygens, 1 oxygen is normal oxygen bonded to double bond, and 1 peroxy bond like this, another peroxy bond like this, and this structure of chromium peroxide is called butterfly structure, where 4 oxygens possess peroxy linkages and 1 oxygen is normal doubly bonded oxygen, and the oxidation state of chromium is +6. The structure is called butterfly structure of chromium peroxide. You please note it down. Let me go for the next one. Okay, students. Yesterday we have discussed about these 2 examples for the calculation of oxidation state of nitrogen and sulfur here. I have calculated the oxidation state of nitrogen as -2 and that of sulfur here as +1. In the previous session we have discussed this. Whatever the rules that we are using to estimate the oxidation state of an atom, if an element present, more than one atom of an element is present, say for example here 2 sulfurs are there, simply you can calculate like this. See here, yesterday we did this, 2x minus chlorine for 2 chlorine -1 equals to 0, x equal to +1. For 2 sulfurs it is +2. Okay, for 2 sulfurs it is +2. If anybody want to calculate the individual oxidation state of both the sulfurs, then the data is not sufficient. We need the structural bonding aspects of that particular compound. Then only we can decide the individual oxidation states for all the atoms of that particular element present in that compound. By using the rules, what we are getting? We are getting the average oxidation states of the element. That is average oxidation state. For both the sulfurs, the average is +1. For both the nitrogens, the average is -2. But to get the individual oxidation states, we need the structural and bonding aspects of that particular compound. Let me write down this about this hydrogen. This is the bonding in hydrogen. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Concentrate, students, very important aspect it is. Hydrogens we know +1 because it is non-metal. Here also you can write it as +1, here also you can write it as +1. In the beginning of oxidation states concept, I have given one important point there. The oxidation state of all the atoms of a homoatomic molecule is 0. Here for both the chlorines, the oxidation state is 0, 0. Like that, like that. For this total and for this total, both should be 0. Because bonding between same two elements. The oxidation state of this nitrogen should be 0, this nitrogen should be 0. But at the same time, the nitrogen is attached to two other hydrogens. That's why this net charge +1 total +2 should be balanced by nitrogen. So that's why for nitrogen you should assign oxidation state of -2 here. See, because bonding between same two elements, net should be 0. Okay, now +1 it should be exactly balanced here, -2. So for both the individual nitrogens, the oxidation state is also -2 only. So average also you got -2. Okay, no problem in this example. Coming to this example, concentrate, students. This is the bonding. Sulfur, chlorine, chlorine. Chlorine is more electronegative. -1, 7th A group element moreover. Again bonding between same two elements. This net should be equal to 0, then this net should be equal to 0. So here it should be balanced with +1 and it should be balanced with +1. So the individual oxidation state of both the sulfurs is also +1. And the average by following the calculation of rules also +1. So no problem in these two examples. One can write blindly both the average oxidation state as +1 and also individual oxidation states also +1. Now let me explain this example, students. Here two nitrogens are there. I am calculating average oxidation state, OS I am writing average oxidation state. Two nitrogens, 2x, 4 hydrogens +4, 2 oxygens -4 equals to 0. So x equal to 0. Now let me go for the detailed bonding and structural aspect here. That is nothing but NH4 plus and NO2 minus. Now do the individual calculation. X +4 equals to +1 charge and ion. So x equal to -3. Similarly, x for 2 oxygens -4 equals to -1. X equal to +3. Now for this nitrogen it is -3. For this nitrogen it is +3. If you go for average, you will get 0. So this is individual oxidation state and this is average oxidation state. Please note it down and I will go for some more examples. Okay, students, let us discuss about these three. Let me calculate first average oxidation state of nitrogen. 2 nitrogens are here, 2x plus 4 oxygens plus 4, 3 oxygens, 4 hydrogens and 3 oxygens equals to 0. So, x equal to plus 1, that is average oxidation state of nitrogen. In that compound 2 nitrogens are there, overall average of 2 nitrogens is plus 1. Let me go for individual now. Here I am writing ammonium and nitrate ions, an ionic compound. Let me do the calculation for this one. X plus 4 hydrogens equal to plus 1. So, x equal to minus 3. So, you can write here minus 3. And let me go for that one. For this, take it as x, 3 oxygens minus 6. The sum of the oxidation state of all the atoms present in a polyatomic ion is equal to the charge present on that ion. That rule I am applying here. So, x equal to plus 5, minus 3 plus 5. Do the average for minus 3 and plus 5. What you will get? See, minus 3 plus 5 divided by 2, that is plus 1. So, that is why average you got it as plus 1. This immediately you can get by using our rules to calculate oxidation state. But if somebody wants to know about the individual oxidation state, you should need the knowledge of structure and bonding aspects of that particular compound. Now, let me discuss about this. This is hydrozoic acid. Hydrozoic acid. Hydrozoic acid. This is acidic hydride of nitrogen. The remaining hydrides are generally basic. Okay. How many nitrogens are there? 3. 3x plus 1 hydrogen equals to 0 implies x equal to minus 1 by 3. So, this is average oxidation state of all the 3 nitrogens at a time by following the rules of calculation of oxidation state. Now, let us discuss about the individual oxidation states of all the 3 nitrogen atoms. For that, we need the knowledge of bonding in the N3H. I am giving that, no problem. That is the bonding. Bonding between same 2 elements, 0, 0 oxidation states, simple. Here also bonding between same 2 elements, but 0, but at the same time nitrogen is bonded through hydrogen, where hydrogen is plus 1. So, net should be equal to 0. So, you should write compulsory here as minus 1. Now, go for the average. 3 nitrogens, 0 plus 0 minus 1 divided by 3. Again, you will get it as minus 1 by 3. So, the individual oxidation states of nitrogen are 0 and 0 for 2 nitrogens and minus 1 for 1 nitrogen. So, the average oxidation state is minus 1 by 3. The individual oxidation states are 0, 0 and minus 1. Coming to triiodide ion. Here also simply you can write for iodine 3x equal to minus 1 charge present on the x equal to minus 1 by 3. Let me write down the bonding I minus 0, 0. This is minus 1 here itself. So, average again you will get it as minus 1 by 3. So, this is the individual oxidation states and average oxidation state, how they are different from one another. And I will go for some more examples also. First of all, you please copy it down, then I will go for the next set. Okay, students, let me go through these examples. Concentrate. The first three are the mixed oxides, mixture of two types of oxides. Let me write down the data first of all. It is a mixture of ferrous oxide and ferric oxide. It is also a mixture of lead monoxide and lead dioxide. This is a mixture of same manganese oxide and monoxide and as well as dioxide. Let us discuss about the first three and then I will go for fourth one. Normal calculation I will do here. Observe students, normal calculation I will do. Then I will go for individual oxidation states. 3 irons, concentrate, minus 8 equals to 0, 4 oxygens, X equal to plus 8 by 3. Now let me go through the individual oxidation state. It contains one FeO and one Fe2O3. Here for FeO you can write iron. Here I am writing it is minus 2, so for this it is plus 2. In Fe2O3 again 2x minus 6 equals to 0, x equal to plus 3. So for both the irons it is plus 3 and second iron also it is plus 3. So if you do the average, what you will get? Plus 2 for one iron, plus 3 and another plus 3 and total number of irons are 3. Again you will get it as plus 8 by 3. So you can say the average oxidation state of iron in Fe3O4 is plus 8 by 3, whereas the individual oxidation states are plus 2, plus 3 and plus 3. So again you will get average as plus 8 by 3. And coming to Pb3O4, it is a mixture of 2 moles of PbO and 1 mole of PbO2. Okay, let me calculate average first. Average, again same, 3x minus 8 equals to 0, x equal to plus 8 by 3 for this one also. But coming to here, lead oxide it is minus 2, it is plus 2. Lead dioxide 2 oxygens minus 4, so for this lead it is plus 4. So individual oxidation states I am writing plus 2 and plus 4. Again while doing average also you will get plus 2 plus 4, total plus 8 divided by number of lead atoms 3 plus 8 by 3. But individual oxidation states are 2 lead atoms possess plus 2 and 1 lead atom will possess plus 4 as oxidation states individually. Coming to this same like Pb3O4 exactly. So average, again I am doing concentrate, 3 manganese, 4 oxygens, so x equal to plus 8 by 3 students. Now for this is minus 2, manganese is plus 2. For 2 oxygens minus 4, so manganese should be plus 4. Again individual oxidation states are plus 2 and plus 4 for manganese also. So this is the average. Those 3 are the individual oxidation states of all the 3 manganese atoms. Now coming to this, let me do the calculation first. Average. Concentrate students, this is different. This is not mixed oxide now. Average 3x, 3 bromines, minus 8 oxygens 16. So x equal to plus 16 by 3. But 3 bromine atoms are there. We need the bonding details of bromine and oxygen in this compound. I will give the details. No problem. You please concentrate. I am writing here. Concentrate students, please. 3 oxygens are bonded through double bonds for this bromine, and for that bromine also 3 oxygens through double bonds will be bonded like this. 6 oxygens are over. For the central bromine, 1 or 2 oxygens are bonded through again double bonds. Okay, let me calculate individual oxidation states. Bromine, bromine, the net should be 0, bonding between same two elements, no other elements is there. So for both the atoms oxidation state is 0. But these atoms are bonded to oxygens. How many oxygens? 1, 2, 3 normal, each oxygen -2. Concentrate students, each oxygen -2, total 3 such oxygens, so -6. So this bromine should get +6. Similarly, this bromine also, bonding between, nothing is there like this, 0, 0. So net should be equal to 0 now, because bromine further bonded to 3 oxygens. That is through normal doubly bonded oxygens. -2, -2, -6, 3 -2, -6. So it should be exactly balanced with +6. Here also please apply the same, students. 2 more oxygens, -2, -2, total -4. So it should be balanced with +4. So individual oxidation states are +6, +4 and +6. I am writing here. +6, +4 and +6. Do the average. 6 + 4, 10. 10 + 6, 16. The total charge and total number of bromine atoms are 3. So +16 by 3. +16 by 3. Here, at this moment, I want to discuss one more important aspect regarding oxidation state. Up to now, we have discussed ample of examples for the calculation of oxidation states of different atoms present in different compounds. Sometimes we are getting oxidation state as plus with an integer, and sometimes negative with an integer, and sometimes we got it as 0, and sometimes we got as fractions also. So oxidation state of the atom may be an integer expressed with either plus or a negative sign, or it may be 0, or it fraction either with a positive or a negative sign. So these are all the possibilities of oxidation states that can be exhibited by different types of atoms of elements, different atoms of different elements. So you please concentrate and write down these very good examples, and then I will go for the next set. Okay, students, let me go through these 3. This is sodium thiosulfate. Sodium thiosulfate. Let me calculate first of all the average oxidation state for sulfur here. For sodium alkali metals, +2 plus 2x minus 6 equals to 0. So 2x, x equal to +2. That is the average oxidation state of both the sulfurs in the compound sodium thiosulfate. Let me explain the individual oxidation state. We need the structural and bonding aspects. I am writing here, please concentrate. OH, double bond O and double bond sulfur. That is the bonding in sodium thiosulfate. And instead of sodium, you can also write hydrogen, no problem. Thiosulfuric acid, if you write hydrogen instead of sodium, it becomes thiosulfuric acid, nothing different. Because sodium and hydrogen both are having +1 oxidation states, no problem, right. Now, terminal sulfur is bonded through double bond, so net should be equals to 0, but terminal sulfur is -2 bonded through double bond. Now come to the central sulfur. Central sulfur. The net should be equal to 0. Based on that we can calculate -2, -2, -2, -2. Total 4 -2s. -8, -8. And 2 sodiums here as alkali metals +1. -8 +1 +1 -6. So it should be exactly balanced with +6. +6. Once again I am repeating, students. Terminal sulfur should be given with -2. It is just like hydrogen sulfide, where 2 hydrogens S-2 bonded sulfur. Okay, this is the bonded sulfur, so you should given the oxidation state as -2. This is the central sulfur bonded to. Total 6 bonds it is forming. You can assign +6, or net charge also you can solve, no problem. -2, -2, -2, -2, total -8, and 2 +1s +2. So if you go equate to 0, it becomes +6, or 6 bonds you can take it as +6. Anyway you can fix. So the individual oxidation states are -2 and +6. If you do the average, how much you will get? +6/2, that is +2. That's what exactly we got as average oxidation state by using normal rules for the calculation of oxidation states. Okay. Now let me go for the second one. Sodium paradisulfate it is. Instead of sodium, if I write hydrogen, it is peroxodisulfuric acid, what we have discussed in the previous session for the example of peroxy bond. Instead of hydrogen you can write sodium, it becomes a salt of that acid, sodium paradisulfate. Let me calculate the average oxidation state of sulfur. +2 + 2x +2x, and 2 oxygens are peroxy oxygens. So this you have to separate as OO. Note down, students. So for this it is -12, and this is -1 -1. So x will be +6. That is the average oxidation state of both the sulfurs. Let me discuss about the individual. Now let me draw the structure. Concentrate. Oh, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, sir. You know the knowledge. You are writing structures deliberately, but when we can write this? All these are present in the second academic year of +2 in CBSE or second year intermediate, and where you will get all these structures. But as of now, let me discuss about the oxidation state approach. That's why I am giving the structure and I am explaining. Okay, no need to worry about that. Right. These two are peroxide oxygens, so -1 -1. This -1 should balance all the charge of this as +1, and this -1 should be balanced for all this charge as +1. So similarly it is symmetric molecule. If we calculate for one sulfur, same bonding on both sides. So the net should be equated to +1. The net charge should be equated to +1 here and +1 here. Then only you will get it as a neutral molecule. Concentrate, students, very important. This is peroxide oxygens, -1. So this part should be exactly equal to +1. This part should be exactly equal to +1. Then only it becomes a neutral molecule here. Is it right or not? Neutral molecule. So let me calculate for this sulfur. Let me take it as X. 3 oxygens -6, 1 sodium +1 equal to +1. So X equal to +6. So for this sulfur oxidation state I am writing as +6. Similarly for this also you have to do. sulfur X, 3 oxygens minus 6 and 1 sodium plus 1 equal to plus 1. Here also it becomes plus 6. So, here also you have to write plus 6. Average is plus 6. Individual is also plus 6 and plus 6. So, no problem for this simple example. Now, let me explain the next one. This is oxo acid of sulfur called as oleum, also known as fuming sulfuric acid. Okay, let me discuss the average oxidation state first of all. I am writing, students, plus 2 plus 2x minus 14 equals to 0. Plus 2 plus 2x minus 14 equals to 0. So, x equal to plus 6. Plus 6. Let me discuss about the individual oxidation states now. Let me draw the bonding. Let me write the bonding in this first of all. Right, 2 sulfurs, oxygen, oxygen, OH, oxygen, oxygen, one more oxygen. That is the structure. Okay. For this oxygen it is minus 2. That should be exactly balanced by both the ones. It should be equal to plus 1 and this also should be equal to plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 2 and this minus 2. Total becomes 0. Then only you will get a neutral molecule. Observe, students, why I am doing like that. This is normal bonded oxygen with 2 bonds. So, its oxidation should be minus 2. So, entire molecule should be neutral. So, this entire part should be equal to plus 1 and this entire part also should be equal to plus 1. And if you observe carefully about the structure, same bonding on both sides symmetric. So, let me calculate. Sulfur X, 3 oxygens minus 6, 1 hydrogen. So, plus 1. So, this is also plus 6. Similarly, that side also you will get it as plus 6. So, here also average is plus 6. And individual are also, both the sulfurs are plus 6. And if you write it down, and I will go for next set of examples for individual oxidation states of atoms. Okay, students, let us discuss about these 4. This is thionous acid, and let me calculate the average oxidation state. Plus 2 plus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. So, x equal to plus 4. That is the average oxidation state. Now, if you want to calculate individual oxidation states for both the sulfurs, you should need the bonding. I am giving that. Concentrate here. Four oxygens. So, this is the structure. H2S2O5, right. Again, bonding between same 2 elements. This net should be equal to 0 and this net also should be equal to 0. That is what we did up to now, right. Let me calculate. For this sulfur X, 3 oxygens minus 6 plus 1 hydrogen plus 1 equals to 0. So, x equal to plus 5. Here I am writing, mentioning here to students, concentrate plus 5 for first sulfur. Let me go for the calculation for second sulfur. Now, x for second sulfur, 2 oxygens minus 4 plus 1 hydrogen should be equals to 0, x equal to plus 3. So, for this sulfur I mentioned it as plus 3. Let me do the average. Plus 5 plus 3 divided by 2 sulfurs, it is plus 4. Now, if you observe here, you can simply say the average oxidation state of sulfur here is plus 4. What are the rules we have to calculate? And the individual oxidation states are again different. one sulfur possesses plus 5 and other sulfur possesses plus 3. So, average you will get it as plus 4. Okay? Note it down, right? And let me go for the second one. This is sodium tetrathionate. Sodium tetrathionate. Let me calculate the average oxidation state first of all. Plus 2 for both the sodiums. For 4 sulfurs 4x, for 6 oxygens minus 2 equals to 0. So, x you will get it as plus 2.5. Plus 2.5, that is the average oxidation state of all the 4 sulfurs. Now, let us go for the discussion about the individual oxidation states. For that I am giving the bonding here. Concentrate. Now, you observe, students, carefully. I will go slowly, no problem. You observe the structure first of all, bonding. Now, let me explain. Bonding between same two elements, 0, 0. Here also same two. That's why I blindly have written for the both the sulfurs there as in the middle 0, 0. But for this sulfur, I cannot write 0 because this sulfur is bonded to some other. So, this entire thing I have to equate it to 0, sum of all the oxidation states. For this also, for this entire thing, I have to equate it to 0. Right. Let both sides are same bonding. So, if you calculate for one, you can write for next one also, no problem. Let me calculate for this sulfur. X, 3 oxygens minus 6 and 1 hydrogen plus 1 equals to 0, x equal to plus 5. So, for this sulfur, I am writing, students, concentrate plus 5 and for this sulfur also plus 5. So, 2 sulfurs has plus 5 and 2 sulfurs has 0. If you go for average, plus 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 divided by 4, that is 2.5. Yes, what exactly we got here by following the rules of calculation of oxidation numbers, we got 2.5. So, individual oxidation states are plus 5, 0, 0, plus 5. And there is a previous advanced question based on this, students, in 2011 paper, and they have set an integer question based on this, and they have given this compound, and the question is asked like this: what is the maximum, what is the difference between maximum oxidation state and minimum oxidation state of sulfur in this compound? Maximum oxidation state is plus 5, minimum is 0, the difference is 5, an integer. The same question has been asked in IIT 2011 in advanced paper. That is why I am discussing all these things here itself, even though this bonding and oxoacids of sulfur belongs to second academic year. But here I am giving the structure, no problem, you can understand easily. Here your concentration should be how to calculate the individual oxidation states. Don't bother about all these structures. You will get that knowledge at the end of 2 academic years, no problem. Don't worry about that as of now. Now, this one is an important chemical, that is bleaching powder. 2 chlorines are there, and let me calculate. Calcium is alternate metal plus 2, oxygen minus 2 plus 2x. So, x equal to 0. So, average oxidation state of both the chlorines in bleaching powder is 0. Let me go for the structural aspects. CaCl, OCl. This is the structural aspect of calcium chlorohypochlorite, called as a common name bleaching powder. And this is calcium plus 2, this chlorine minus 1. This entire should be equal to minus 1. So for this chlorine now you can calculate minus 2 plus x equal to minus 1, x equal to plus 1. So for this chlorine it is plus 1 and for this chlorine it is minus 1. Finally, one chlorine directly attached to calcium is minus 1, another chlorine present in OCl minus is having plus 1. One chlorine minus 1, another chlorine plus 1. If you do the average, minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2, you will get 0. That's why average oxidation state, as per our normal rules of calculation of oxidation numbers, we got it as 0. And if anybody want to know about the individual oxidation states, based on that bonding, we can explain. One chlorine has minus 1, another chlorine exhibit plus 1 oxidation state, and again total average becomes 0. Note it down, students. Very, very important discussion it is. The last one in this set is carbon suboxide, C3O2, carbon suboxide. Let me go for average. 3 carbons, 2 oxygens, minus 4. So x equal to plus 4 by 3 average. Now for individual we need the bonding. Alright. To concentrate, students. Carbon suboxide. Average oxidation state 3x minus 4 equals to 0, x equal to plus 4 by 3. Now look at the structure, bonding, details of bonding what I have given here. This oxygen, normally doubly bonded oxygen, minus 2, minus 2. That should be balanced by this carbon, plus 2, plus 2. So central carbon bonded to same other element. So you should given that with 0. So 2 carbons plus 2 and 1 carbon 0. Plus 2, 0. Total plus 4. If we go for average, 3 atoms are there. Total charge plus 2, 0, plus 2, plus 4 by 3, plus 4 by 3. So this is the average oxidation state. These 3 are the individual oxidation states of carbon, plus 2, 0, plus 2. For 3 different carbons, plus 2, 0 and plus 2. And overall average is plus 4 by 3. You finish off this and then we will go for one more set of examples. Please write down. This is acetaldehyde. And this is acetic acid. Let me go for the calculation of oxidation state of carbon. 2 carbons are there. Average I am doing 2x, 4 hydrogens plus 4, 1 oxygen. Okay. 2x plus 4 minus 2 plus 2, go for this minus 2. So x equal to minus 1. This is average state. Let me discuss about individual oxidation state of both the carbons here. Wait. Okay, this is the bonding there. Bonding between same two elements. This net should be equal to 0 and this net should be equals to 0 because C bond C, right. This one plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 plus 1 plus 3. So should be right, we should write here as minus 3. Next, come to this. This is minus 2, this is plus 1. Total minus 1. So you should write balance with here plus 1. So first carbon minus 3, second carbon minus 3, first carbon plus 1. Okay. If you go for average, minus 3 plus 1 divided by 2, how much you will get? Minus 1. So that's why I got average oxidation state here as minus 1. Individual oxidation states are different, minus 3 and plus 1. Similarly for acetic acid. Let me do the average first. 2 carbons, 2x, 4 hydrogens, 2 oxygens. Oh, x equal to 0. So, average oxidation state of both the carbons is 0. Average it is. That will go for individual. The similar way. So, this entire thing should be equated to 0 and this entire thing should be equated to 0. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So, you should balance this with carbon with minus 3. Here it is minus 2, plus 1. Net charge other elements is minus 3. So, exactly you should balance this carbon with plus 3 to get net as 0. So, first carbon minus 3, second carbon plus 3 by 2, average again you will get it as 0. That is what average oxidation state I got it as 0 here. But individual oxidation state minus 3 for this carbon and plus 3 for this carbon. So, the average oxidation state I got it as 0. Okay, students. With this, I am going to conclude this session 20. And in the next session, I will go for next topic based on the oxidation states, that is oxidation and reduction, what exactly the oxidation is, what exactly the reduction is, and then we will go for redox reactions. That is our next discussion in the coming session. Okay, students, thank you.